Hello guys, we're going to interrupt the flex head ratchets series again for like the third day in a row here. I had a request for this video, but before I get into that, I want to talk about the giveaway, which is next Friday, 5 days from now. Anybody that has subscribed, whether it's today, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, you got a chance to win this. 7-piece set, SAE set made by SK. It is the X-frame, 6-point box, 216 positions, 6-pawl design. It's got its own sound, guys. I mean, I have a lot of ratchet wrenches, and this sounds like none other. Sounds like a kid's bike chain. That's all I can think of. This is a pretty cool design. It is made in USA, at least 5 of them. The other 2 are made in China. That's a story in itself. You'll have to watch that video. I'm not going to get into that, but that's next Friday's giveaway to a lucky subscriber. So if you have subscribed, you're in the running for a chance to win that. Moving on, these are comfort grip ratchets. Just my opinion. It's just food for thought. You know, I thought I'd make an interesting video. I got 7 models here. I got the SnapOn 72 tooth, Pittsburgh non-pro 72 tooth, Pittsburgh pro 72 tooth, the gear wrench 84 tooth, not the 90 tooth. Someone's going to ask me that. The Icon Flex Head 90 tooth, the Capri 90 tooth, and the QUIN 90 tooth. I've had the Snap-on ones for like 10 years. The Pittsburgh pro and non-pro I've had for maybe 10 years. The gear wrench ratchet I've had for maybe 15 years. The Icon I bought last June. The Capri about a year ago, and the QUIN I just bought last month. Now, my first thoughts on these are they're all pretty low-profile heads. The only one that's got a bigger head would be the non-professional Harbor Freight. That's the chunky monkey in the crowd. I'm not going to put a caliper on all of them. We'll be here forever. But that's the chunky monkey. They're all pretty low-profile heads, all the way up to the QUIN. None of them are really. I think the QUIN has got one of the smaller as far as the width of it. Even compared to the old gear wrench, it's a little bit thinner. Gear wrench has always been famous for their small. That's a Pittsburgh Pro, Jeff. Gear wrench has always been famous for their small heads, and these two are pretty close, real close, within a millimeter. Now let's go to the Snap-on here. We'll put a socket on here. Snap-on. I've had a Snap-on for a long time. Beautiful ratchet. 72 tooth. Very fine. No binding, no skipping. I never had any problems with this ratchet. It's always been one of my top three. I don't buy a lot of truck brands, guys. I don't buy a lot of Snap-on, Mac, or Mako. I own very little Snap-on. I'm mostly middle of the road. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's one of the best ratchets made. I might have to cut Snap-on up, but this one's got a good amount of back drag. All right, let's try the Pittsburgh non-professional. This is 72 tooth. This one's rougher, a little bit more crude. No binding or skipping, but feels almost like it doesn't got enough contact on the teeth or something. You know, a clearance problem. I never had any problems with it, but it sounds kind of funky. A lot of back drag, but that's a cheap ratchet. That's got a lot of back drag. It's also got the smallest comfort grip, real small compared to the QUIN. Let's grab the Pittsburgh Pro, 72 tooth as well. This one's old. I had it for about 10 years. All 1/4-inch drive. This one don't sound bad. I always liked this ratchet. I grabbed for this ratchet quite a bit in the past. It does got a lot of back drag though. Both Pittsburgh's ratchets got a lot of back drag. Gear wrench, 84 tooth. Had this for quite a while, a long time. Let's see what this one sounds like. This one's pretty smooth, well broken in. It was my workhorse. For a lot of years, this was my workhorse. I like the grips on this. They are a little thin, though. You know, it's the only thing. They are thin compared to some of the other models. That's got a lot of back drag, too. None of them are horrible, but they're all a little different, I can tell you that. The Icon, 90 tooth. Icon's made a big splash in the world, guys. You guys know that. 90 tooth's a sweet spot. If I have to, at least in my opinion, this is a flex head. Very smooth as far as the ratcheting. Sounds good, it's crisp. The back drag in this is about like the SnapOn. Better than the two Pittsburgh Pro and a non-Pro. Maybe a tad bit better than that gear wrench. Not bad. The Capri, this is a CP90. I've had this for almost a year. I think I bought it last May when it first came out. This is a 90 tooth. This is smooth. I like the way it sounds. No binding, no skipping. Fits the envelope pretty good too. It's pretty tight there. Check the back drag. Back drag's important, guys, especially if you got a 1/4 inch drive ratchet. You're going to be in a tight area. Guarantee it. So far, this is the best for least amount of back drag. Yep, you heard right. So far, it's the best. Is that Capri. The QUIN, that's the 90 tooth. I did a review on this the other day, kind of like an unboxing. I've had it for about a month. Very similar to the gear wrench. I'm sure the 90 tooth in this, they say the internals are the same. That's all I've been hearing. Pretty crisp. Sounds good, feels good. Back drag, not as good as the Capri, but let's say it's close. So for back drag, that's strictly my opinion, guys. I'm not here to. Obviously, I like them all. I got them all. Worst back drags, those two Pittsburghs, Pro and non-Pro, followed by the gear wrench. The best is the Capri, I think, for least amount of back drag, followed by QUIN and then the SnapOn Icon. SnapOn's probably the third. That's kind of surprising, you know. It's got a little bit of back drag, yeah, but there's gonna be a lot of SnapOn guys out there tell me, oh boy, I always get some feedback on that, but I'm just giving my thoughts. The grips are interesting because these. I will do the grips because the grips I feel are important. Is that the Icon or the Pittsburgh non-Pro are the smallest grips, I think. 18.29 diameter for the grips on a Pittsburgh. This is going to be around the same ballpark. No, this one's a little less. No, I got to get in the same area. 18.33. So those are both 18 plus for the Pittsburgh. The gear wrench, try to get here in the middle. Same ballpark. These are all in the low 18 mil as far as the two Pittsburghs and the gear wrench. And let's go with the Icon. The Icon is almost 19, we'll say. Trying to get the fattest part of it. It's almost 19 for the Capri's almost 19. I mean the Icon, excuse me. It's almost 19. And let's get the SnapOn in the fattest part. And that's almost 21 for the SnapOn. The SnapOn's almost 21. Try to get the Capri in the fattest part here. It is zeroed. Ooh, that's almost 21. So that's right up there with a SnapOn. So the SnapOn and the Icon so far are the biggest. Yeah, let's get to try to get in the middle here. Trying to get the fattest part here. 22. So that's the biggest by far, the QUIN. The QUIN's got a big 22 for the QUIN. Did I do the Icon? Ay, ay, ay. 18. That's in the same range as the gear wrench, and it's a little smaller than a Snap-on. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So where are we at here? So you got what are my thoughts on these? Well, they're all pretty good ratchets. If you like a big comfort grip, you will definitely like the QUIN. If you got bigger hands, I would think you'd like that. And that's a great price too, you know. The smallest ones grips are the two Pittsburghs. They're kind of small. If you put them next to I'll do the back of them. You can see how much smaller than the QUIN on top. A lot smaller. As far as the two Pittsburgh Pros go, and non-pro. Gear wrench is about the same. The icon's a little bigger. Snap-on is the third biggest, you know. They got a pretty good grip. They feel pretty good in your hand. The Snap-on's a softer rubber, and the two Pittsburgh ones are harder rubber, or plastic, if you will. I'll say rubber. Gear wrench is a little bit softer, other than the middle where it says gear wrench. That's a soft rubber. The icon is that's a hard rubber. I don't really care for the icon grips. That's just me. You might love the grips. The Capri is a softer rubber. It's got a good diameter. It's got the indentations like the Snap-on does. I really like that about the Capri. And the QUIN's just got a big beefy grip, which you got big hands, you'll love that. Feels good in my hands as well, even though I got small hands. If a tool don't feel good in your hands, you ain't going to use it, bottom line, right? So my picks are what I use. The gear wrench, for the longest time, where my main goes, where my main workhorse is, but not so much in the last year or so. My favorite is the Capri. They feel good in my hand. They got very little back drag, and they're 90 tooth, which is a sweet spot. Capri, I like the best, followed by probably the Snap-on. I don't care for the icon grips, so I put them fourth. But the QUIN, I think the QUIN's going to I'm going to start using that more. I only had it for a month. This may be my second choice in the end. I don't know yet. I'll let you know later on. But right now, I use the Capri the most. If I go to comfort grips, I use the Capri the most. Followed by the Snap-on. The gear wrench I don't use so much anymore, the 84 tooth. I got other ones, non-comfort grips I use. The QUIN's going to be moving up, though. It may be my number 2 next to the Capri, followed by the Snap-on. Just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not here to cut up any particular brand. I am loyal to no brand. I own a lot of different brands. And as far as the giveaways go, I buy all my own tools. No one gives it to me. I'm not saying it's not going to happen in the future, you know, but if somebody gives me a tool I do review, I will tell you that. I'll always be honest with you guys. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the weekend, and take care.